G'day people. Yeah, thought I'd just do a mid-spring video update. It's a pretty windy day. We've had a bit of rain. Haven't had rain for a good month or so. It's been pretty dry, so it's good to get a bit of rain, and yeah, all the trees are loving it. As you can see, this savo's starting to really take off now. All the new growth, all the old leaves, see down there, all starting to drop off, and plenty of little flowers. Yeah, it's loving springtime and springtime rain and warm weather, and yeah, but we've got a lot of fruit trees that are loaded with fruit, and looks like we're going to have a good year. I'll just do a quick run around and show everyone what's happening. This little mandarin's got its first flowers on it. A small young one. It's starting to look healthy now. Yeah, the other mandarins had heaps last year, hasn't got much. It's another little mango seedling. It's got new growth already. They love the rain. Yeah, you can see the big lemon gold white sapote. She's copped a hammering from the wind, lost a lot of leaves, but you can see all that new growth. It's just everywhere. And then the fruit, look at all them fruit. Just loaded, absolutely loaded. So yeah, I don't know whether I should thin them or not, but I don't like thinning them if I don't have to. Even a lot of new flower buds and that up there. It's just, yeah, this tree's just taken off like no other tree I've got. Stoked with this tree. Ever going to plant one fruit tree, or this one would be a good one to plant. There's so much fruit off it, and yeah, it's hardy as hardy can be. Yeah, bacon avo's finished flowering. It's got a couple of little shoots there starting. Sort of hoping for a few more leaves soon, because once we start getting some hotter days, that stem will start getting burnt. So yeah, I'm hoping those leaves start to bush out soon, or hopefully it's not just flowering heaps because it's starting to die. But yeah, time will tell. It's the white sapote mulberry, which I've just been standing here for the last while picking out on these. Yeah, so sweet these. There's so many on here. They're just, yeah, everywhere. Been eating, you know, a good couple of handfuls a day. Sort of more and more every day. The tree's only small still, but yeah, it's really sweet. And for some reason the kids don't like them, but anyway, their loss. Seedling mulberry. It's got heaps of little fruit on it this year, so should get a good sample of what they're like. If they're not that good, I might chop it off a bit and graft one of the others onto it. The Smathers white sapote. That's got, yeah, new growth all over it. No flower buds yet, but had a couple of flower buds last year, but I don't know. Might flower in a bit. Don't know with that one. It's the Hicks Fancy mulberry, which I've just been pigging out on these as well. Starting to get through them. There's not as many left, but you can see through there still more coming on. So yeah, this seedling avo's looking a bit worse for wear. It's got a few shoots that are sort of starting to take off a bit, but you know, a lot of them there just dying, and there's other little bits there starting. So yeah, I don't know whether this one's going to pull through or not. I was sort of hoping it was, but if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's just the way it goes. Trial and error. The longin, that's powering. Little flower buds starting to form all over it. Heaps of new growth. Yep, that thing's doing really well. I'm thinking this is going to be the last year we have this banana. Going to replace it if there's nothing by autumn this year. I'm going to get just planted a Ducasse and probably a Goldfinger. I think I'll replace this one with. But yeah, it's not even any good. See a huntsman that's nest in there. See that? Huntsman sitting on its nest. But yeah, going to replace it with something that's going to produce. You know, it's not even any good for mulch because it's only a super dwarf, so you don't even get that much mulch out of it. There's the decast. It's already got 2 new leaves since I've planted it into the ground. From Daly's, that one. Yeah, get good trees from Daly's and Ross Creek Tropicals. This one might have to be covered soon. This is the, let's see how long they are. They're green and they're already as long as my finger. It's the Pakistan Black. It's a tiny little tree still, but she's loaded. So I might even graft this onto that seedling if they're no good. Lisbon Lemon. Still not much action there yet. I was hoping that sort of start taking off, but yeah, I don't know, maybe a bit more heat. This pomegranate. This one's got a couple of flowers. I didn't think they were flowering at all when they first started putting leaves out, but yeah, they've proved me wrong, and this one here's got flowers all over it now. So hopefully we get some. Oh, they're everywhere. Yeah, I was a bit worried there. I was thinking that they flower when they first start leafing out, but yeah. Anyway, hopefully get some good pomegranates. Seedling longing, new growth. Not sure how long that'll take to flower and fruit if it ever does, but it's a pretty hardy tree, so worth persevering with. Don't have to put too much effort into it. It's the Mossman Black Sapote, which I've tied it up a bit. Lost a few leaves, getting hammered by the wind a bit now, but it's got new little bits of growth starting to come through. There. And a little fruitlet there, that one will probably drop off. And the grapes. Plenty of growth and little fruit on the grapes. Yeah, should get a decent feed this year. This is the other mandarin I was talking about, the Imperial, that had bucket loads last year, but this year it's hardly got any flowers at all. There was the odd couple in there, but yeah, don't think you can see that little one in there, but another one there. See what happens with that one. If not, hopefully one, if they go biennial bearing, one bears one year and one bears the other, and I'll be happy. I thought I might have some new growth on the Vernon white sapote. Just starting now. Lemonade trees looking healthy. Nice new leaves and those couple of seedling avos. Might try and graft onto them. Graft a hearse onto them over the next couple of weeks. If not, I'll have to chop them off. See how they go. The Grumma Charmer, that's starting to take off. Heaps of new growth, looking healthy. Survived the winter, no worries. Heaps of flowers and a fair bit of new growth. Seedless Valencia. The Emperor Mandarin, that's got plenty of little fruitlets on it, so a couple of old ones from last year still. I think this is the early Divinity Apricot, which, yeah, it's got fruit for the first time this year, so thought I'd net it and see what they end up turning out like. I'll have to make a proper closure for it, for the net. It gets hammered a bit by the wind, as you can see, but yeah, it seems to be a pretty good strong tree. This Eureka lemon seems to start to take off a bit more now compared to the Lisbon, so hopefully that one pushes out a heap more growth and keep getting lemons. Good producer, that one. Apple's starting to wake up. There's a nice stem full of flowers. Jonathan apple, that one, I think. A Farah mandarin, absolutely loaded with little fruitlets. So hopefully a whole heap of these drop off. If not, I'll have to thin it out. And a few left over that aren't quite ripe yet, but yeah, hopefully they'll get a bit more colour to them. A couple more down there. How's our little jackfruit going that we planted the other day? He's looking alright. Wonder if we'll see any growth out of that in the next month or so. Hawaiian Supreme white sapote that no action here yet. That seems to take a long time to get going in spring, but healthy enough tree. Blood orange, that's finally after 4 or 5 years, whatever it is, starting to take off. Some little fruitlets there too. Pink lady apple got some flowers happening. Hopefully these ones grow a bit more in the next couple of years. Been in a while and they're only still pretty small trees. What have we got going on there? Something's been chewing at the branch. I don't know whether that would have been a parrot or a rat. Anyway, I'll have to keep an eye on it. This is our nectarine, gold mine nectarine, and it's actually got some little fruitlets holding on so far. So, yeah, if they don't hold on and it turns to be a dud again, I'm going to cut the water off. So, this is, I forget what they're called, but yeah, just about given up on this one. I've moved it. Can't think of the name of it. It'll come to me. Noticed also before the boysenberries have started to, after how dry and hard it was, I thought the whole lot would die, but it's actually spread its roots and started to pop up all out around its enclosure, even on the other side there. So I don't know what the plan is with them. I might make it a bit rounder and try and get them going again and fill it up with mulch when I get time, if I get time, or whether I just leave them ones in there and cut these ones off. Don't know yet. Acerola cherry, Florida sweet, that's starting to leaf out nicely with a heap of new growth. Hopefully get some fruit off it this year. Maya lemon, still plenty of fruit on it, new growth, a few flowers. Yeah, good producer that one too. And these plums, this one's the Mariposa, and it is absolutely loaded. Beautiful healthy tree. We'll come around here, have a look from underneath, and you can see just how many there are. So I might even have to thin some of them out too. But we'll see how they go. If we keep getting a good bit of rain, which we're supposed to get more rain I think in the next couple of days, I'll leave them all on there. Sundowner apple, that one. That's quite a hardy one. No mulch, no protection. Sort of growing nearly as much as the pink lady and the red delicious in half the time. This red delicious is just starting to wake up now. This one's the Donsworth plum, and it's not quite as loaded as the Mariposa, but yeah, as you can see there's quite a few on there, so we should get some good amount of plums this year. Washington Navel orange, this thing's taken off. Even our little Japanese seedless mandarins looking healthier now after its battles with the rabbits. Golden delicious apples got one flower bud open, not much else happening though. Pretty quiet. Thought there might be a few more leaves and flower buds starting, but anyway. Satsuma plum, still flowering. Got lots of little plums starting to form. Cherries got a few flowers. But yeah, let's see if they actually turn into cherries this year. I don't think we get enough chill for this variety. I've planted a stellar cherry here for pollination, but that's only just waking up, so probably won't even flower this year. It's only a young tree. I love cherries, so I won't give up on them just yet. And the black sapotes, as you've seen, there's one seedling, there's the other seedling. Both still got plenty of fruit on it. All starting to ripen. You know, good sized fruit. Well, I'm happy with them for a seedling anyway. This one's, you can see a lot of the branches are bending down. You know, nice sized fruit. A few more come ready. Start making some banana and black sapote milkshakes. I'll have a look at that macadamia in a second. This was a rootstock from a nectarine that, as you can see, there's the main branch there, and it shot from below underground, so I just thought I'd let it go, and I've actually grafted a little bit of the black boy peach onto it, and it's taken. So first ever graft, I'm pretty happy with that. I might try graft a few of the other varieties onto it, because it seemed pretty hardy, this one. Just going to leave it down here on its own, see how it goes. Mulch it eventually, but not going to worry about watering it. Toughen it up a bit. Macadamia. And now macadamia has its first flowers. So, might even get our own macadamias this year. I think that one, there's one more here somewhere. Just down there. Yeah, that thing's taken off. That's a real good tree. This one's, don't know what variety that is, just got it from the local nursery, Cullinyala. This one's a Pinkalicious. Still getting new growth. But yeah, this year it sort of seems to have a bit more new growth than most years. Yeah, it struggles a bit. I don't know why. Probably needs a lot more water that I can't give it, but anyway. Nashi pear. Hopefully that takes off this year. A real weak root system, so it might take a bit longer. This is the what is it? Red bird Anjou pear. Can't remember the exact name, but it's something like that. Got it from Diggers, and this is the first year it's got flowers. So I'll have to net these, because last year that conference pear, which has also got flowers, had pears, and then the birds come and chewed them all up when they were barely the size of a 20-cent piece. So green is green. So they'll have to be netted early. That's Santa Rosa plum, which I got to pollinate the others, and looks like it might have helped. I was even a little plum on there, but that'll drop off. Nearly dead. Oh, there's a couple more. You can see them. But yeah, not too fussed about that one. It's only a young tree. This is I forget what they call it. The Orion peach, or Orion peach. And yeah, these ones are ready really early normally. Just have a quick look at the bees. Got a couple of beehives. As you can see, you probably can't see as well through that, but there's plenty of activity, plenty of flowers around. A lot of the big gum trees in the area are flowering, and bees are loving life. Hopefully we get a decent amount of honey again this year. Didn't get much last year, but the year before we got absolutely heaps. I think 65 kilos out of the 2 hives. Here's the Black Boy Dark Flesh Peach, and should have quite a few on it this year. This is the conference pear I was talking about. Just got heaps of flowers on it this year. Flower buds anyway. So yeah, as you can see, I've tied a few of these branches that were really vertical down to try and stretch them out a bit, because all the fruiting buds sort of end up growing in laterals off these, and they were all like straight up there. You know, this one was the same, they were straight up there, and so yeah, I'll tie them down over this summer. As you can see, that one over there, that was like that last year, and I tied it down, and now I've taken the rock off, and it's a nice sort of more of a horizontal branch, and same with that one there, both out at a much better angle, so hopefully get more fruit. But yeah, we'll see. This European plum's finally decided to wake up. Still haven't had any flowers. Oh, hang on, there we go, first flower buds on it. Yeah, haven't had any flowers or fruit on them yet, and yeah, they've been around a while. It's the donut peach or angel peach, and yeah, it's got really bad leaf curl, but yeah, good portion of the tree's healthy enough. A few little fruit there, they're really nice, them ones really sweet. Now the Anzac peach, 5 years old and barely grown 2 foot tall. Pruned all the tops this year, hoping to make it grow a bit more, but wishful thinking. I think this one might have to have the water cut off to it. I might even graft a bit this winter onto that seedling down there. Oh, and this other one's got a flower bud too. Starting to wake up. It's the other European plum. Apricots. Got a few on that one. They don't grow much, these ones, in heavy clay soil. A few on this one. I'll have to net this one soon. Yeah, these ones are really nice, a lot bigger. That's sort of ready. One's Moore Park and one's, I forget the name of the other one, but yeah, it's ready like 2 weeks after the Moore Park. So it works out good. Well, when they grow, produce a lot more, we'll get a good spread of apricots, especially with the early divinity. Little feijoa, Bunnings bought feijoa. Seems healthy enough. The flowers stayed on this year by the looks, but it's a seedling white mulberry, which I've cut the water off to now on its own. It'll probably die, but these are natal plums, cut the water off to last year, and they've survived good 10 months with no rain and scorching temperatures, and they're still alive, still growing. So yeah, one day they might even fruit. Another little seedling avocado, not looking real healthy, but you can see that new growth down there, so hopefully they shoot off and yeah, take off like the other one up here does. Feijoa, this one's loaded with flowers this year, so you never know, it might even turn into fruit. Time will tell. Red cherry guava, it's got quite a few flowers on it, all flowering. Hopefully we keep getting some spring rain, so then it produces some fruit too. All the figs. None of my figs seem to produce the early crop. They're all later crop variety. Hawaiian guava, got plenty of new growth on it. They're quite good trees, hardy. Nothing on that fig. Nothing on that fig. Nothing on that one, and nothing on this one. And the mango. It's the seedling R2E2 mango, and loaded with flowers. You can see that there's like a little fly there, and it just flew off. Yeah, it seems to be, even the blowies, the blowflies are attracted to these flowers. But yeah, as you can see, plenty of new growth. New flowers, new growth, more new growth. Look at those flowers. Let's hope we can get a couple of mangoes to form. Champion this tree. Look at it out in the open, no protection. You know, we get some pretty extreme temperatures here. A couple of days during winter where our maximum was 9-10 degrees and our minimum was 8 degrees. It just freezing cold, and yeah, Tree's hardly affected at all. Loving life. Seedling quince. Plenty of little quinces on it. Dare say a fair few will drop off as the time goes on. I don't really look after it or water it, but they're really nice looking trees, especially in spring. They leaf out early and lots of nice white flowers. The locust. Slowly getting through them. Yeah, first year of having fruit with the locusts, and they're not big, they're actually quite small, but that could be a water thing. And yeah, first year it's cropped, so but yeah, can't complain. Bit of a hole in the net up there. Gotta cover them, or the birds will get the lot. Don't rip them all off. There we go. It's better. And what was an Indian guava is something else. Starting to get a heap of new growth on it. Might even cut the water off to this one too and just leave it on its own. Let it get a little bit bigger and hopefully turns into a good little bushy windbreak. But anyway, it was a bit of a long update, but there's a lot happening, and hopefully it's going to be a good summer full of homegrown fruit. Anyway, see you next time.